If you're like me, you probably use Google Docs a lot. But did you know about these cool tips and tricks? Hey everybody, what is up? My name is Mica Gonzalez, that's M-I-C-A, Gonzalez with a Z, and in this video, I'm going to show you some of my favorite tips and tricks for Google Docs in 2025. Be sure to let me know in the comments later if you learned anything new, but there have been some amazing updates to Google Docs in recent years, and I can't wait to share them with you. Starting with update number 1, which is pageless writing. So if you use Google Docs mostly to keep things like minutes of meetings, blog post drafts, video scripts, or things of that nature that you don't need to be printed or turned into a PDF, it might actually be a lot easier for you if you enable pageless writing on Google Docs. In case it's not obvious by the name, what this does is it removes the paged layout of your document, so it's a more seamless and continuous page with no breaks for a header or a footer. So there are two ways to toggle between this setting. The easiest is heading to Format, then clicking Switch to Pageless Format, and the other is by going to File, Page Setup, and then selecting Pageless. And as a bonus tip, you can change the width of your paperless page by going to Text Width and selecting your preferred canvas size. Google Doc tip number 2 is the Tabs and Subtabs feature. Tabs and Subtabs turns your Google Doc into a binder of sorts where you can add new tabs. It's essentially like a new document all within the same document. And if you want to be more granular, you can even add subtabs to these tabs. There is a limit to how many subtabs you can have. I think that is a limitation that Google Docs has, but in my opinion, if you need that many subtabs within a document, then, maybe try to simplify it a little bit. Basically, think of these tabs and subtabs as separate pages all within the same document and being able to add subpages to each of these. Now, I am a big believer that when you are organized, you save time, whether that's using tabs on Google Docs or if you're just trying to find smarter ways to work day to day. And recently, I started using this tool called Read AI, and it's kind of been eye-opening for me. It joins your meetings, takes notes, and summarizes everything automatically so you can focus on the conversation instead of scrambling to capture every detail. But what really surprised me is the meeting coaching part. After every meeting, it shows things like how fast you spoke, how often you used filler words like or like, how many questions you asked, and even an engagement score based on your presence. Basically, how much riz you brought to the meeting. It's super cool because you can actually see how you're coming across in meetings and find little ways to improve over time. Plus, it gives you a quick Monday briefing each week that rounds up what you missed and what's coming up, which honestly makes me feel way more in control of my week. So if you want to save time and get a little bit smarter about the way you show up to work, I definitely recommend using Read AI. I'm going to leave a link in the description below for free so you can start saving your time. And if you really want to save time, you're going to love this next tip on Google Docs about how to create one super fast. So use doc.new. You don't have to open, drive.google.com. You just have to go on your browser and type doc.new, and instantly you will be creating a brand new Google Doc account. As long as you're logged into your Google account on your browser, then it's going to show up on your Google Drive. Tip number 4 is something I really love using because I am a Gmail user as well. It's to integrate it with your entire Gmail workflow. With how integrated Google Suite is, you're able to quickly attach any Google Doc file you might have to your emails if you're already using Gmail. So on the Gmail Composer, go to the bottom toolbar, choose the Drive icon, then search for the file that you want to attach to this email, and voila, there you go. You can insert it right away. No need for opening a separate tab to look for this document. Like I said, this isn't Google Docs specific. This is anything that is within Google Drive. So even if it's not a Google Doc, a Google Sheet, a Google Slide, even if it's just a PDF that you have from somewhere else uploaded to your drive, you can find it and attach it right away. The 5th tip and trick that Google Docs has released kind of recently, but not that recently, is the Smart Chip feature. So when you're working on a document and want to mention, for example, a colleague or a collaborator, you can just type the @ symbol, type their name or email, and then Google Docs will suggest the contact, and then when you select it, a Smart Chip is created. You can mention files, you can mention dates, you can mention Google Calendar events. It's a really fantastic way to just add context and link to relevant information without cluttering your document or wasting too much time trying to find different links in different folders and all that. The last and final tip for Google Docs is to write with Markdown. I might be very biased because I'm a writer and I think Markdown is the absolute best way and fastest way to start writing and formatting without having to touch my mouse, but I'm still going to stand by this tip. So if you want to start writing using Markdown, you can go to Tools, General, Enable Markdown. So now here are my favorite Markdown shortcuts that I use in probably every single document that I write. Using hash keys for headings, like 2 hash keys for H2, 3 for 3, etc. Single asterisk makes bold, double asterisk or underscores make italic, and the asterisk followed by a space creates a bulleted list. I think all of us kind of use that. So I hope that you learned something new from this video, and if there's something I might have missed that you think that the community should know, be sure to leave it in the comments so that somebody can also find your tip and be able to use it for their own thing. And if not, I'll see you in my next video very soon. Bye!